I'm Susan. Today I'm participating in the 50 Stack Challenge 3 hosted by Amy of Crafty Cat. And our excuse me. And our prompts this week for number 17 and 18 is candle. And I've got this image with these candles on the tree. And the number 18 is pine bough. And I have this pretty paper that's got the pine boughs. And I've done lots of tags and ephemera, so I thought I might do some Christmas cards. So let's get started. I hope everybody's doing great. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out with my inside, just because I'm afraid I won't be able to. I want to make sure it's printed. So I'm going to use my glue book to give me a padding. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Get my archival ink. Make sure, yeah. I think I'm just going to okay, could be better, but it could be worse. I felt it move when I laid it down. Gives it character. That's what I always say when I mess up a little bit. If it's not that big a deal, I just roll with it. I wish you would look at that. The bottom part came off and I didn't even realize it. Oh, this is getting off to a great start. Alright, I do have another Merry Christmas. But let's see what we can do to fix that. Got that little bit of offcut. My theory is most things can be fixed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to round my corners. I'm going to round my corners. I have more issues with punches for some reason. I always have. And did I ask you? Y'all all doing good. I hope you are. I'm doing all right. It's been one of those days with its highs and lows. I think we all have those kind of days. Okay. So what I'm going to do is glue that down. And I think I'm just going to emboss it Merry Christmas in gold. Let me get my gold embossing powder. I don't have some. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let me get my ink pad. Okay. All right. We're good. And I hope this is there we go. And I hope it's covered well. Looks like it. Now let's sprinkle my gold embossing powder over that. Okay. Pour this back in my jar. And I just so happen to have this out for something else I was going to do. So I guess it works multi-purpose. And now I'm just going to heat emboss this. I'm going to turn it on, let it get hot, and then I'm going to emboss. I like it. I think that looks prettier than if I'd done it the other way. It was a happy mistake. Let that cool a minute before I... That's pretty. I love gold against a dark green background. So while I'm waiting for that to cool, I think I am just going to go ahead and round these corners, because I've already cut out my background for the card. I had fun thrifting the other day, and there was a big Ziploc bag full of envelopes, papers, and cards. Now, the thrift store that I got this from is typically an expensive thrift store. It goes to help an orphanage in the next town. And really still, though, for a thrift store, some of their stuff is ridiculous. Let's put it this way, they charge more for Dollar Tree items that you know came from Dollar Tree than Dollar Tree does. So, you know, you can get kind of ridiculous with it. Anyway, they have a box that just has envelopes and cards, and they charge 25 cents each. But they had a big Ziploc bag in there. There was no price on it. And so I took it to the front and asked how much it was. And she says, you know, was it in the bag like that? And I'm like, yeah. I said, it was in that box for 25 cents each, but it was in the Ziploc bag. So she said, well, it shouldn't have been like that, but she says, but I'll sell it to you for $5. And it has some beautiful cards and lots of envelopes and different kinds of, even some like stationaries, you know, papers and stuff. So I felt like in the long run I got a good deal. So I have the envelopes, so I've been trying to figure out how to get my cards the right size to fit in the envelopes. Now I distressed that, but I don't think I'm going to distress. I don't know whether to distress the card or not. It is Christmas, so I'm kind of thinking of just leaving it white. I can always come back if I don't like it. But I can't take the distress ink off. I'm terrible feeling like I've got to distress everything because I love that look. And now I've done it so long that things don't look right if I don't distress it. But now when Rachel of Roxy's Creations, she doesn't distress and her stuff looks wonderful. But when I do it, it just doesn't look right to me. So I don't know. So I'm going to add that. And I had this that says candles, so I think I'm going to add that since that's our prompt. I don't know, may cut it down and back it just so that I don't know if I want to use a different color or not. It's like either the green will pop against that, but it blends with that, and this looks fine with the green. I don't know. You know how it is. Your mind just, should I, shouldn't I? And I've got Merry and Bright, and so I'm going to go ahead with these. I think I'm going to make my letter go right to the end of my letters, and I'm just going to barely nick those corners. I just think it makes it look a little better. This I will cut down a little bit, and I'm going to also nip those little corners. And maybe I'll decide I don't know, but I do need to brown these corners. And I will ink that, and I'll try to think about it. Okay. Might want to put the lid on my glue so it doesn't dry out. You get in the middle of stuff and then you just lose track. I love these images. I can't remember where these came from. I have been fussy cutting all kinds of stuff, and I lose track of where I get them because I get them from so many different people. And today I was watching Barbara 49 Dragonflies, and I actually joined the digital collage club. I think that's what it's called. I have loved her stuff, and I used her code. I'm not sure if I got the discount or not. The more I think about it, because I was able to break it up. I just went ahead and bought the lifetime because it was it was supposed to be like $90-something, and I was supposed to get a $10 gift discount. But now that I think about it, I don't think I got the discount. But anyway, it's still a great deal because I never have to buy it again. It's a lifetime, and I think that's a good deal because they have some beautiful, beautiful digitals. I think I'm just gonna go with this the way it is. I think it looks fine. And now I'm just gonna get down this. And y'all, I finished alone, which y'all probably saying praise the Lord. But it was so good. I had said in my last video that I've enjoyed it so much that I went ahead and got the next book in the series. And I started reading it this morning, I believe. Or it may have been last night. I'm already into it. It grabs you right from the get-go. And thank you, Barbie, for recommending them. My husband might not appreciate it, but I do. He don't care. Okay. I love that. So now I just kind of want to embellish just a tad. And I think I'm going to use the glossy accents and just go over the candle flame, just to bring that out. If I can, I'll have to find a pen. this one will work. Yeah. Which I forgot to put the lid back on anyway. So I just want to kind of embellish that. There we go. Just to make it look like it's glowing. And hopefully it won't take too long to dry. Glue to a crafter is a love-hate relationship, I believe. You need it, you love it. Boy, it could be a pain. Alright, I've got those. And I have stickles that I forget to use. So I think I'm going to use some on these little gold balls, just to give it a little bit of dimension. A little something something. Let's see. Okay. See if I missed any. I don't see any there. And although there's no red, I've got some red stickles. I think I'm going to add just a few dots of that around, just to add a little something else to it. Okay. I think that's pretty. Let's see, is there anything else I want to do? I'm going to grab my Posca pen. And I think I'm just going to, not too much, but just bring, that's my big Posca pen. I need my little one. I'm just adding a little bit of highlights to like the whites of the dog, to the candles. Sometimes you don't realize how much it adds. But I don't want to add that much. I should have went with the got too much stuff in my way. I can't find what I want. There it is. Okay. Yeah, it won't be too bad. I like it. Now, let me see if I can do anything with that. We got the So now I'm just going to let that dry. And I really like how that turned out. So we've got candle, and now we're going to do pine bough. Let me get this paint off of here before I really mess up. And just flip it on over. Okay. Once again, this one I'm gonna use a red. To do my Merry Christmas. Okay. Let's see, pads probably about 20 years old. Remember dots? So that's where that came from, close to my heart. When Dylan was in kindergarten, one of the other parents used to sell these, the rubber stamps and stuff, and I got lots of rubber stamps and stuff. Okay, I like that. Cute. Make sure it's dry. It won't take it long to dry. Okay. And this one, I'm just going to add, I'm going to round the corners of it as well. I got this, it's a kit that came from Hobby Lobby. It was real pretty. And it has two 12 by 12 sheets of this paper. And it's also got Santa on it. Here's some of the rest of it, which is cute. Now, I'm not too much into Santa. I make stuff, you know, other people like Santa. I mean, I don't hate Santa, but that's just not something we did. And my boys, they were still happy. I mean, we big gifts and everything, of course. That was just something that was laid on our heart. We didn't want to take any fun away from them, but at the same time, you tell them that there's Santa, you tell them that there's a Easter bunny and all of this stuff, and then you tell them about Jesus. Well, they find out Santa's not real. They find out the Easter bunny's not real. So that was just something that was laid on our heart. Not our convictions, not everybody's conviction. So I never say that anybody else is wrong for what they do. But I say I'm wrong if I don't do what I know that I need to do. Okay, and I think I'm going to use some foam dots. I've got, see, isn't that cute? And then I've got all this bright. So I think I'm going to use some foam dots on that, but I do want to ink around those. I do think a lot of Christians make the mistake of pushing their convictions. I mean, there's some stuff in the Bible you can't argue with, but there are some things that are personal convictions. I've been convicted about some books I've read, and different things like that. And sometimes I've been given it back, and sometimes I've been just told to stay away from it. It's the best thing. Lord knows I'm not perfect. And it's sort of like the Pharisees. You can't make someone else do what you're not willing to do. Okay, I'll quit preaching now. My thing is treat everybody with love and not judgment. To the best of your ability. And what the Bible said, the Bible says. Now I'll quit preaching. Okay. So I'm going to put that up there. My friend Kay, Crafting with Kay, has inspired me to make cards. She makes some beautiful cards. And I don't do enough of it. I don't know why. I used to make cards when I, first did the rubber stamping. I don't know. I think sometimes you let people. I had a lady tell me that, as I did, I would get all involved in the background and all of that. And I did. One of my sons had a birthday party, and I did thank you cards. And she told me I had too much time on my hands. I was like, all right. Back then, I used to let what people say bother me a lot more than I do today. Okay. And I really don't think she meant anything by it. I think she was just trying to be funny. And then I'm going to... She got a Merry Christmas to You. I don't want to cover that up. But since this has already been kind of cut off, I still want to be able to see the pine bough. So let me add some more of these. And I get, like notices from Amazon, and I can't remember the name of it, but let me know what's free, or BookBub, I think it is, of things that's on my Kindle or Nook. And I came across an author I hadn't read in a while that I used to love the books, and that's Anne Fraser. I think that is pretty. I like that. And I do have envelopes somewhere, and I thought that I might just do a little something on the envelope. I want to be able to have enough. I may have to cut that house. I don't have the whole part of the house anyway, so I think I'll just kind of maybe do just like a can have matching envelopes. I like that. Now the key is not to lose them before Christmas. Okay. I wonder. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to push my luck. Like that. So we've got that one, and let's see, I've got this little bit. I think I'll just around that one corner. And I'll have to find something to add to it. And ink it. Forgot to ink the other one. But it'll be alright. And I don't think I'm going to ink the cards. I think they look fine uninked. Okay, so I've got that. And I had this. I think I'm just going to use that. Let's see. Those little inkjet printers. So apparently I need to find something else to add on there. Here we go. See, that kit came with all of this beautiful ephemera as well. So let's see. Too much. I like it. It goes with the card. Let's stamp if I can get to it. I'm about like Gallagher and Nellie when it comes to these bags. There we go. That looks good. And people wonder why crafters embellish so much. You just don't know what's underneath the surface. And there we go. I like it. So we have got our candles, and we have got pine bough. So I really like how those turned out. Well, okay. Move my mess to the side so I can show the end. I really need to do something with my desk. I need a huge table. I have no room, no shelves. We rent, so it's not a lot I can do. Okay. I've got candles. And I've got my pine bough, and I really love how these turned out. I'm excited about doing these cards. And, you know, you think about ephemera, but you can do anything you want to do. If you don't, even if you don't want to do Christmas, you can make cards. You could have made a birthday card with candles on it. Pine bough, you could have done fall evergreens. So it's just so much you can do. You don't have to do Christmas if you don't want to do Christmas. But I want to do Christmas. So, you know, you get so much ephemera that there's no way to use it all. So this will be a good way to get my card stash up. I haven't done Christmas cards in a long time. I do believe I'm going to embellish this just a tad. I got to thinking about it. I forgot I was going to do it. I had my glitter out. I don't do a whole lot, just a little something, just to add a little bit more interest. We'll see how that looks. I've got this rock candy glitter I got last year and I didn't use it. You get this stuff thinking you gotta have it and then you don't use it. Oh, I like that. Just adds a little something to it. Let me see. Just a little bit on these berries and leaves. Looks like it snowed. Okay. Just a little something extra. I think that's pretty. Maybe just a little something on this side. Right here. And hopefully I won't stick my hand in this because I did stick my hand in my stickles on my other card. You can kind of tell just a tad where you see the glitter, but I added some more of the little balls and maybe it won't matter. So it's been one of those days, it seems. But I still think they look pretty. It's late for me to be crafting. I probably should have waited till in the morning, but I knew I was going to need drying time, so I wanted to dry overnight. I think I'll... Don't know when to stop, do I? That looks good, even if I do say so myself. I have to remind myself I can play if I want to. Basically, it's just paper. It can be replaced. I love that. I don't know if you can tell it on camera, but it is really pretty. It's not like overpowering. It's a subtle shimmer. And of course, that glue will dry clear, so it won't be as white. So I'm going to let these dry overnight before I do my regular end of the video pictures and filming, but I will show this. Try to keep my hands out of it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Be sure and check out Amy's channel at Crafty Cat. And be sure and check out the hashtag full 50 stack. I'm sorry, I got so many challenges going. 50 stack challenge 3 to see what everyone else has made. Y'all, I love you. Thank you for putting up with me. Y'all have a great day, and until next time, bye, y'all.